What's going on? What's going on? So this video is going to be on the Juneteenth topic. Someone asked me how I felt about it and how I liked it, and I had let my dogs out. I normally let them out at nighttime because it's so hot during the day, and they're black, so they're black German Shepherds, and they don't like being outside for no longer than maybe 10 minutes. So we were talking about Juneteenth, and you had a lot of people talking about how dope it was to see all the black people come out and support the venues and functions, and even at restaurants. Like I went to J. Alexander's, and just to see the restaurant was like 90% black. And if that's not a cheap restaurant, and that's one of the most popular restaurants in the city. So the fact that was like 90% black on a Sunday evening, not Sunday after church, Sunday night, it was kind of dope. And let me go and get up out of here, but I'll continue shooting. Someone asked me what I thought about Juneteenth, and I agreed. I was like, no, it is dope that we can get together. We can all get together and have a good time and stuff like that. But I asked, like, okay, when are we gonna start focusing on the issues, though? We can talk about Juneteenth, and it's almost like the equivalent of a family reunion after a couple family members have been beefing. Like, it's cool to celebrate and put everybody's differences aside, but when are we gonna focus on the dysfunction? When are we gonna focus on how to become better as black people? We're going away from, y'all want to go back and celebrate slavery, but we're not gonna have the same morals and the dignity and character that our ancestors had. We're not gonna have. We want to move. We want to celebrate, and we'll take all the benefits from slavery. We'll take all the benefits from civil rights movement. We'll take all the benefits from our ancestors and the ones before us. But we don't want the cons. We don't want the negatives that come with it. And that's what our generation is. We want the benefits to do whatever we want to do, but we don't want the kickback. And that's what I want to talk about. Like, when are we going to talk about how crime is promoted in the black community at an all-time high? It's glorified. Over-sexualizing the young girls. It's glorified. Oh, that don't mean that they just having fun. And then all of a sudden she's pregnant. No real father wanting to step in for the child. It's some little boy that can barely take care of himself, or some young man that can't take care of himself. And we're repeating these type of cycles. We're not building families. Families is what's gonna fix a lot of our issues. See, we don't want to talk about building families, because then here comes responsibility. And then we got to start tackling mental health. And see, notice how when they talk about mental health, they stop at the surface issue. They don't never dive into mental health. And all right, so how do we cure you? How do we get you to heal? See, we don't have those conversations because people don't want to have those conversations. You know what I'm saying? Like, we want to take the shortcuts. That's why you see a lot of women getting their bodies done instead of going to the gym, eating right, which are things that are actually better for you than actually getting surgery and eating junk food and foods with acidic, with terrible acidic levels. But that's a conversation that we're not gonna have. Mental health. I always hear, like, us black people, we gotta heal. Well, when are we gonna start healing? Because healing means responsibility. Anybody that goes to the gym or knows anything about working out knows that in order to get your body a certain way or to lose weight, there's things that you got to cut out. There's things that you got to stop doing. There's things that you got to let go. What are we going to let go? You know, it's all fun and everybody coming together, but we ignoring the dysfunction. We're ignoring what's got us raising feminine boys. You know, I know I saw a woman, she was talking about Kevin Samuels and called him gay, he's gay, but you'll go march in a gay parade the following week. So you're joking on a man for who you think is gay, but then you'll go, never mind. But it's interesting because, you know, she'll call him, a guy like Kevin Samuels, feminine, but you'll think that the guy, the black so-called thug who's never probably been into a real fight in his life, will shoot somebody over an argument, but that's not feminine to you. When it's 100% feminine, because it's normally the women who can't control their anger. That's a feminine energy. You know, women go off of feelings. Men shouldn't do that. So when a man acts so deranged, that's infant level stuff. That's a 2, 3, 4-year-old throwing a tantrum. You know, a woman who's so heartbroken and she just has to rage. That's what women do. But we weren't taught that. We were taught that that's cool, that's gangster, that's real. Hey, did what he had to do. You know, that's what, in the black community, that's what's taught. So when are we gonna fix that? When are we gonna talk about mental health on, you know, when you gotta heal as a people, we gotta heal as the black community. Well, when are we gonna start healing? What are we gonna take away? You know, when you're healing from alcohol, I don't think that they allow you to do cocaine while you've eliminated alcohol. If you're healing, if you're a crackhead and you're in rehab, I don't think they even allow you to do drink liquor. So how are we going to heal? See, what's so funny is these marriage therapists that have been around for a while that don't really use mental health topics, they're failing y'all. A lot of y'all, see, I wish I could sit down with some people. I just don't got the time. But I study mental health as a hobby. And this is why I stopped fooling with a lot of people, because I see a lot of people for what they are. And I know what they are. And I know what I'm capable of. And I know how I will react. So I just cut the head off. I just cut it off before. So we won't even revisit or visit any drama. You got some people who want to go down the rabbit hole in their relationships. Oh, let's roll the dice and let's give them a try, or give her a try, and then they end up screwing you, and then you're wondering why you got some decisions to make. You're wondering why your life isn't fulfilled. So when are we gonna start healing? When are we gonna start cutting things off? You know, I shouldn't have to go to a restaurant and be stared at by a black man for 3 to 5 seconds, and you ain't looking at my outfit, but you trying to like size me up for what? Hey, you doing all right? What the fuck you mean I'm all right? Yeah. And that could be one of our lives right there, off a stare down. See, that's the part that we don't talk about. And a lot of these guys like that, they get their confidence from women. The women that back them, the women that support them, the women that ride or die. You know, these baby boy relationships and these Nia Long and Soul Food type relationships are what's really killing the black community. A lot of you women think you're in love, but you're in, I can't say that. You think you're in love, but you're in a trauma bond. You're not in love. A lot of y'all are going through an addiction. And this is why it's very important for you to do real research. A lot of y'all are educated. You say you're educated, but you're educated on things that don't even really mean nothing. Things that don't even make you a better human being. Things that ain't got nothing to do with your mental health. So Again, when are we gonna really focus on healing? See, Juneteenth is cool. That's the party. But then when are we gonna get to real life? We don't build families. We don't build families. A lot of y'all out here trying to live like y'all celebrities. No. See, in the night, I mean, I remember perfectly fine, like, like in the 80s and 90s, I remember TV shows having regular black people, regular black movies with regular black people, and you don't see that today. It's always the extreme of a black person, real hood or rich. I haven't seen, let's look at it. We don't even have those movies anymore. We don't even have those movies that really, the Love Joneses and the first Best Man was so relatable because only one guy was really rich. I mean, just think of all the movies in the 90s that were relatable, where it was a regular guy, regular girl, original girl, and not really just superficial. You don't even see movies like that no more. Even in the early 2000s, like, you seen original, but now you'll never see an Uncle Phil looking guy in a movie, or Carl Winslow, or even like a Bill Cosby. You'll never see men that look like that in movies. It's always got to be, nowadays, it's a Morris Chestnut. It's a guy that women think is like a supermodel, and they'll make him a father. and it's like, it's just weird, man. It's just very weird. I don't get it. I guess you can say the Entertainer movie, TV show, and Anthony Johnson, or whatever his name is. But yeah, when are we gonna start focusing on the real issues? I just always thought that was the main issue when we talk about mental health. Like, when are we gonna start looking out for these young girls? Like, y'all know that these little girls is about to crash their life when they walk in with that boy for that first dinner, that dinner that they bring him on, or that family function that she brings her. Y'all know she's about to crash, but y'all let her do it anyway. You let her do it anyway. Why? Y'all women is raising these feminized men that y'all spoiled, and then when these boys get smacked by reality, y'all want people to feel sorry for them. And then you'll let that boy go and ruin the same girl that I was just talking about life. Oh, you didn't think I was going to bring it around like that. See, at the end of the day, that same mother is raising that boy, and he's going to go ruin somebody else's daughter. That's not what's going on? Okay. We don't even, in our community, we're the only community where we glorify the feminine men, the baby boys, and the baby boy relationship. That's a feminized man. Yeah. I'm sorry if you didn't know. That's a feminized man, not Kevin Samuels. Yeah. Nia Long and Soul Food, feminized man. See, that's we look at that as alpha in the black community, and that's why we're backwards. That's why our marriage rate is significantly lower than everybody's. You don't see the girls in Laguna Beach going down and dating Jax Taylor from Sons of Anarchy. You don't see it. But you'll see a girl from Atlanta Housewives dating Pookie and Ray Ray from the block. But then we're wondering why we're at. Oh, it's men. No, it ain't men. What is it? 55% of black men don't even have children. So don't put that on men. Y'all going out here getting pregnant by the same amount of men, the same men that got 3, 4, 5 kids, and y'all take turns and line up knowing that these guys already got 2, 3 kids when you meet them. He probably barely making $50,000 a year, but you just want to be the girl to get him and end up with him.